Hey, you! You're listening to the podcast network of Gamefully Unemployed because you're an untouchable success. To support us and gain access to great exclusive shows like our brand new Supernatural watch-along Himboos, head over to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. You'll also get your lucky little mitts on hundreds of episodes of our other exclusive shows like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman, Star Trek The Next Futurama, Spiel Boys, and the complete series of Fox Mulder is a Maniac. We do movie nights, game streaming, regular mini-series and surprise shows, and you can even commission your own podcast about anything you want, within reason. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain by heading to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. That's patreon.com/GAMEFULLY unemployed. Probably don't need help with that word.
Oh my God, it's the funky shit.
This is pretty close to we're living close to Event Horizon time right now.
I know.
21 years.
The moon has been colonized. Yeah.
The moon's been colonized already, which is close. Yeah. Elon Musk has crashed garbage into it.
Yeah. It's like it.
As of
That's
today.
Basically colonized. Yeah.
He's colonized it with trash. Hello, everyone.
My name is David Bell.
My name is Tom Ryman.
And we just watched Event Horizon
Zero Dawn.
Oh, that would have been cool with the dinosaurs.
Event Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah. Do you see? Fuck yeah, I see.
Oh yeah, I do. Thunderjaw, take me to hell.
Event Horizon is the culmination of a secret government project to create a spacecraft capable of faster-than-light flight. The ship doesn't really go faster than light. What it does is it creates a dimensional gateway that allows it to jump instantaneously from one point of the universe to another light years away.
Where's she been for the last 7 years, Doctor?
That's what we're here to find out.
Before we get started, big thank you to Burrito.
Thank you.
Patreon subscriber. Obviously, R.I.P. Sam Neill. We covered Dead Calm.
We did.
For people who don't know, that was recorded before he passed.
Yeah, that was just a happy accident. Well, not a happy accident. That's a terrible way to say that. But that was not planned. That was the wrong phrase. That was not planned.
Right.
We
didn't
had just
kill Sam Neill to plug that.
We didn't take his life in order to plug our Dead Calm podcast, and we didn't choose to record Dead Calm because he had passed. We just happened to come up on the schedule on that movie, and then he passed a week after we recorded it.
Right. Many might say we killed him.
You could say that.
We cursed him.
Yeah.
No, we obviously love Sam Neill, and so I thank Burrito for getting us to watch Event Horizon. Now, knowing Sam Neill has passed. Also, apparently we never covered this movie on a We Just Watched, which is wild to think about.
I can believe it's I can believe that. It is weird though. It's like we never sat down and decided to do a Friday the 13th series on our own. We had to wait for one of the patrons to do that for us.
Yeah.
This is a movie that we watch. We've probably watched this half a dozen times on movie nights with our patrons.
Yeah, I've watched it on and off for my entire life.
Oh yeah.
You know?
No, I've been seeing I saw this in the theater in August of 1997. So it's almost we're almost the 30th anniversary to the month as we record this in August of 2026.
So I guess the question is, do you like this movie, Tom?
I do. Obviously, it's Event Horizon.
Yeah, I do too.
I like Event Horizon. It's,
I do want to... It's a movie that I took for granted, that I've never watched critically.
I kind of do too. Yeah.
Yeah, and I
had that same thought, rather.
It was a bomb. It was poorly reviewed when it came out.
Yes.
And watching this time, my hot take is I kind of understand why. I do love this film.
I get
for the record.
That's interesting because I think it's pretty good. Watching it from
I do. I think it's pretty good.
A critical standpoint. Like you said, I did have the thought that I sort of take for granted just because it is such a favorite that I just sort of go through the beats while we watch it as sort of now there's this part, now here's this part. It's a cult film for a reason. It has a bunch of great parts. It has a blood orgy. It's a cool idea and all this other stuff. But like I genuinely thought it was a spooky film and pretty well done on like impressively well done on its budget for a lot of it. The set decoration I think is really interesting for all the characters.
It's great. It's nonsense, but it's great.
It's gibberish, but
it's a goth club. The ship is a goth club. I do love this era, like Dark City and what else am I thinking of? I guess The Matrix. Like, what is it? Tech noir, I want to say. I know that's the nightclub in Terminator, but
and yeah. I don't know what you would call that.
Techno goth. It's the Dark City look. It's like, what if a spaceship was menacing for some reason?
It's a haunted castle in space.
Yeah. Here's my hot take. And I do think it's well made. I think that the acting is great. I think for what the premise is, it could be better, I guess is how I'll phrase this. Is that like I was imagining, like I think the premise is genius. I'll just say genius is a horror movie. A spaceship that goes through a wormhole that brings it to what is essentially hell and back, and the ship comes back like cursed. It's very similar to The Shining, and in fact, they have a Shining homage in this.
It is very much The Shining in space.
Yeah. I think it's too short.
I agree.
I think you could make a mini series out of this.
That was my big takeaway too. I've always kind of felt this way, but it really stood out watching it with a critical eye, as opposed to just watching it as somebody who loves to watch Event Horizon. But it does feel like they kind of rush through it once they get on the ship, and it's like, boy. I mean, I know more footage exists, and infamously, there's more like of the blood orgy footage that it did not survive. But I think that actually works for the movie on a meta sense because it can't ever be worse than what we're imagining it being, right? So, like, I think it works better as just the little glimpses we see of it in the film. And if you have never seen Event Horizon before, don't worry, we'll explain everything that we're talking about. But the movie is such a cult film that we're speaking in a lot of shorthand right out of the gate.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like they rushed through it. Yeah, they could have really taken more time fleshing out everybody's delusions, kind of fleshing out the spookums, what's going on in the ship. It does. That was like my main criticism of the film coming away from it this time.
Stories.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like you could do a Mike Flanagan fucking mini series of this, or you could just do a slightly longer movie. I just think like this movie has kind of exceeded the limitations of the time it was in. So for example, the opening credits is for a different type of movie entirely. The opening credit, the use of techno in this, Prodigy at the end, where it was like,
Michael Kamen.
What are we doing?
So it's the composer of Die Hard mixing in techno.
And you can
with
tell
the brass.
It's like wormhole and techno. Like I think if a young person watched this movie, I just don't think it would work on them as well. I think there's certain things that it's kind of dated to this like late 90s tech noir stuff where I'm like, this should have been more of like, frankly, Alien. Like it should have been more of a creepier vibe, a slower vibe, a more like haunting vibe, a more modern sensibility now too. But like William Friedkin, like I think Paul W.S. Anderson does a good job making this movie, but I do think like it's almost like it's a little too like almost too silly or too like.
The first half is better. Like I think once they start speeding through it, it does become. I think they just rush through it, and it is a little of its time in. I'm trying to find the best way
90s.
I'm trying to find the best way to articulate this because it's not overly digital effects driven. I think the digital effects are used to a sparing degree in this. They don't look great, but they're not. I think they're well utilized in this movie, so it doesn't date it as badly as it would in some other movies. But I agree with you. I'm just trying to find a way to quite articulate what it is I mean, because it's not that the horror is bad. I don't think it's bad at all. It's just that it's a little
It's slasher. It's 90s slasher more.
Yeah.
It's Wes Craven.
Yeah.
Where it's like Sam Neill with all the makeup at the end and he's walking around.
I don't mind
and it's
that.
like, it's a cool idea, but I wish it was more vibey. Like, I wish there was less, like, there's, like, it's so, and this isn't a hit against it, but like, it's very bright and that's okay. Cause I think movies can be bright. It just needs to be, I feel like it needed to be more heady in a way. It was more like, frankly, In the Mouth of Madness or something like that. A little more dealing with like psychological torments. Again, taking a little more time, like eased into it, because it moves at times. Like Sam Neill has to kind of go nuts very fast. He has to sort of at one point just go like, I'm not leaving the ship. This is my home. Bye. And you're like, okay, so he's lost his mind. Got it.
I will say, watching this time through, I appreciated that there's kind of a subtlety to his obsession that's present throughout. Like, it's there from the first scene.
Yeah.
And
he's a mad scientist.
Yeah. And he's an asshole from jump too.
Yeah. And there's this idea that he has to sort of defend. They do good because at first it's about defending his invention.
Yeah.
And then it turns into embracing it. Turns into, yes, it's bad in hell. And I love that. I love it. I love that it's bad.
Yeah.
It's a lot like AI today. Like it's that feeling that, the mad scientist story. I never think of this as a mad scientist movie, but it is. It's about a man
he was
going crazy.
Yeah. He ignored his wife and she killed herself. And like, so there's that, I mean, there's the guilt element of the ship playing with everybody.
I think just as,
go ahead.
Oh, you go. I was going to change the subject a little bit. I was just going to say, just as important as Sam Neill, the thing I appreciate this time is Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh, he's so good.
Yeah, and he's also the opposite of Sam Neill.
Yes.
Sam Neill is this mad scientist, all ego. He crumbles when pushed by the ship. Fishburne is strength through vulnerability. Like, he's the first to admit he's seeing things. He's the first one to say, like, no, this isn't normal. I'm not going to hide the fact that I'm seeing my dead friend burnt. He's the first to, like, take someone aside and go, like, this ship is preying on my guilt. He's showing his vulnerabilities to others in order to sort of like convey that something's wrong, as proof that something's wrong. And then in the end, he is willing to go to hell if it saves everybody else. He does the opposite sacrifice as Sam Neill, resulting in the same thing for both of them. So it's like, watching this time, I really notice how much he's like the yin to his yang in this.
He's like a cold logic to him, but they do a really good job in just that first bit of establishing his relationship with the crew and their relationship with each other, so that we have a couple of emergencies before they start seeing things, outwardly. Like one guy gets swallowed by the drive. Jack Noseworthy.
Justin.
Oh,
He's
poor
dead
Justin.
meat from the start.
I know, man.
Baby bear.
Yeah.
He's like, hi, I'm Mr. Justin. I hope nothing bad happens to me. And then he's just swallowed by a space engine.
He gets swallowed by
catatonic.
hell.
Yeah. Turned catatonic and then gets possessed, ejects himself out into space, and then still has to live.
Yeah. Cursed with life.
Yeah. Don't worry, baby bear. You're never dying. Put you in stasis.
You're gonna live forever.
Oh man. But
do we need to go through the plot for people, or
I guess the year is 2015, first colony on the moon.
Yep.
Then it's about the ship Event Horizon gets lost in 2040, and now it's 2047, which is a year that it horrifies me to think about the fact that I might still be alive for that year.
It's 21 years from now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
My child will be college aged.
Jesus Christ. And we will be on the moon.
Yeah.
And
for a long time at this point. We will have been on the moon for 30 years.
Yeah. Yeah. We are on the moon.
We're on there right now. We're recording
Yeah,
this
for
from the moon.
more than 10 years.
Yeah.
And yeah, Sam Neill is basically
Who wrote this movie? Elon Musk. Oh.
it's an aliens dynamic, and they want us to think that. Sam Neill is seemingly the protagonist, and he is getting thrown into this group of like, you know, space grunts who all know each other, and he's the brainy guy. And so it's like all these like space marines essentially like being like, okay, we're going to go do our salvage job, and we have to bring this brainiac along. And it's really, and you know, it's post Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're not thinking about Sam Neill as like a bad guy.
No.
You're thinking of him as Alan Grant.
And it was, yeah. Also, I suspect maybe some of the reason for the bad reviews at the time were this movie was sort of more pitched as a science fiction film.
Oh, no.
At least as I remember, the marketing did not let on that it was as straightforward a horror film as it is.
And that goes all the way into the credits as far as I'm concerned.
Anyway.
The credits are unsettling because it's just a shot of a wormhole and just like, and it's just like, what is happening? Yeah, no,
Going
you're
to
right.
hell with the Prodigy.
Yeah. I think they advertised that way because, again, Sam Neill had been starring in a very prominent sci-fi.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I do like that
And he
everything...
even
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, he even explains, like, wormholes. He steals the Interstellar, explaining wormholes.
He sure does.
And that's a very Alan Grant thing. That's all. It's a very Alan Grant coded of, like, let me explain these things as a scientist.
And he's a little aloof at the beginning, like Alan Grant was. So we're thinking, oh, this is going to be a story of him warming to the group. But something I noticed this time is every piece of information we get about him before he meets the crew of the Lewis and Clark is about how isolated he is. Like, we see him wake up after, you know, having this dream about his wife who killed himself, and he surrounds himself with her pictures, and then he's floating in this kaleidoscope of gears alone in this space station with a little model ship next to him. And it's we already... I appreciate that it's telling us straight away that's like, no, he already like fed his wife to this obsession. So this crew of people you're about to meet, they stand no chance.
Yeah, there's nothing.
They mean nothing to him.
He built a ship that looks like it was made by Danzig.
Yeah.
Like that, like just
it looks like Danzig's
core.
cock piercing.
Yeah. Yeah. Just seeing the core, and he's like, I built that. And they're like, why did you make it look like Hellraiser?
Why'd you make it look like Hellraiser's beating heart?
Yeah,
what is
this? Yeah. And so like it's one of those things. It's a great horror movies. This kind of turn in a horror movie is great because he is still indistinguishable from a flawed protagonist.
Yeah,
where it's like you can see him healing in this journey.
Yeah,
but instead he leans into the darkness.
He super does. Like you said, he becomes, no, it's good that I did this thing. It's good that I fed my wife to this. I should feed everyone to this thing. Yeah, hell is great.
Is it? Yeah.
Hell told me it's good that I did these things.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's very funny when someone likes hell because he's like covered in scars and stuff. And I'm like, you don't look like you've had a great time in hell. That's sort of the point of hell is everybody hates it, right? Like, it has to. I'm just saying, if I was running hell and I wanted to draw people into hell, I would trick them into thinking hell was fun. Actually, at first, right? You need to make it seem fun at first, but it doesn't seem like Sam
roller
Neill had a
coasters
good
and
time.
stuff, like a water slide.
Yeah, like the first room of hell that people go in. You make it seem
right.
Like,
no, don't have it be Stygian blackness. Set up like
it's a good place.
Free cake.
Yeah. It's what they do in The Good Place, or like I feel like there's other versions of it. There's versions where people are given like their like the Nexus in Star Trek.
Of course. Yeah. No, it's we're not the first people to have this idea, but yeah. You trap more flies with honey than vinegar. Hell,
yeah,
like just
it's just
have the gravity drive. Don't make it look like black ink. Just have it look. You know, if it opened up and it was like, oh, free pizza, like you'd have the entire cast in there within 6 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, they'd be like, "Ooh, it smells like cotton candy in the core. Let's all get in."
Let's all get in there, yeah. And then
I like that the lady's watching VHS home movies in 2047.
Sure is.
At one point. I thought it was very funny.
But yeah, anyway, the plot of the movie, search and rescue, they go out to find the Event Horizon. It's come back from hell. The ship's haunted. It's basically The Shining. It's ghosts making them see visions of their regret and guilt. Causes some accidents and some deaths. Lawrence Fishburne blows himself up.
That's the best part. Like, I think this has one of the best horror movie endings, because the best horror movie endings, as far as I'm concerned, are the ones that you make you feel good but bad.
But bad. They give you the ending. They give you the ending you want, but in a way that you hate it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because Lawrence Fishburne basically saves the other crew by willingly sacrificing
going to
himself.
hell. Yeah, like we see what's
eternity.
in store for him.
Yeah.
It's
Is
not
it hell?
good.
They do like it's kind of Lovecraftian, where it's like, we're going to call it hell, but it's a place filled with weird monsters in another dimension. Call it what you will.
I don't see
I'm
any weird
calling it hell.
monsters.
Yeah, it's like,
Doesn't seem to be any monsters in it.
Yeah,
just,
it's like
just people. It's like a
Yeah, it's
force.
That's true.
And the line, of course, Sam Neill famously says, "Hell is only a word. The reality is much worse."
Yeah. Which again, I'm like, why do you love it, man? What is your secret?
I think at that point, he's not Sam Neill anymore. He's just Hell.
Yeah, that's fair. If I was Larry Fishburne, once I get into hell, I'd like go to Sam Neill and go like, teach me how to like this.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Teach me your
just going to be
ways.
here.
Teach me how to have a good time here.
Yeah, exactly. You seem to be having a great time. Do I need to pull out my eyes and show them and say, save yourselves
Is that
or whatever?
required? Is that a thing I have to do?
I think the moment they hear the audio transmission, even the muddled one, that's when they should go like, never mind.
Right, it's not an option, unfortunately, because they're a search and rescue team. But like, it is.
They hear someone in Latin say "save me."
It's such a trope now across all media, right? All horror media, books, comics, video games. Like it's the BioShock audio log. It's so many things, but so it's really funny to introduce the garbled audio log that then becomes the blood orgy, the infamous blood orgy transmission later in the film, because like I remember kind of at the time hearing it for the first time what that was like. I do sort of still retain that memory, and you could tell that it was people screaming, but like it still sounded like you weren't sure what you were hearing. Like you could tell it was human voices, but you weren't sure what you were hearing.
For sure.
Now, after being so familiar with the story and the trope being done to death so much over 30 years, like it was like when you and I watched Nell and she's just speaking English.
Yeah,
you're like that's just people screaming in a blood orgy. Like that's just, like that's pandemonium.
I love, by the way, how instantaneous it is. Like this, the tape where they're like, "We're turning on the drive," now, and then there's screams. And it's like there's not even a lead up to the screams. There's not even a moment of them going like, "Oh God, oh my God." No, it's just we're screaming now. It's creepy.
I really like the implication of that. It's like the instant you walk through the door.
Yeah.
No, you're in hell now. Yeah, you're in hell now.
I do love when they finally see the unscribbled tape. Lawrence Fishburne's first thing is he just goes, "We're leaving."
We're leaving. Yeah, that's his only reaction.
I love that. They knew at that point. There's so many times where I would have said it. When they walk into the core and there's the giant cheese grater hallway, I'd go, "We're leaving."
Yeah,
like,
we're not hanging out with this, are we? Right,
what is
right,
this?
guys.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not. What the fuck is this? Like.
Yeah. But and then when he's like, "Fuck this ship," when he's like talking about he's gonna blow it up, it's very funny. They know it's funny. There's some humor in this. The guy who gets blown into space then gets blown back. Yeah, Cooper, and only to get blown back into space and then gets back is very funny.
What a journey that character has. He must be a reshoot, right?
Yeah, I could see them going like, "We want to keep him alive."
I know there were one or two. In the main one I'm aware of is the original ending was just like the final fight in the core was between Fishburne and the guy on fire, like the guy he had left to die. And they had filmed it with just him fighting that sort of avatar, and it just wasn't narratively satisfying. So they reshot it with Sam Neill returning, and it's much more satisfying, and it makes sense.
I thought about this actually. I had written like what a hilarious ending it would be for Sam Neill, just to be constantly talking about like the ship won't let you leave. It's great here. You love hell, and then blasting open a window and him like it just flies into space, much like the alien in Aliens. And it's like, sure, he has to come back. Like,
I think
that can't be it for him.
I could see the writer in me is like, that would be delicious irony for that evil character. How do you punish Weir at the end of this? You deny him the thing that he wants. Kick him out of the ship.
That's true. He doesn't get to go to hell.
He doesn't get to go to hell in that. Yeah, you kick him out of the ship.
But it's just like, if you're going to have a third act, like if that's not going to be the third act fight, then you absolutely need him to be
right.
bad.
It would. I can see that's one of those reshoots where it's like I don't even think you need to consider like that version of the movie because it's so plainly obvious that it had to be Weir. It had to be Sam Neill in the end scene.
Yeah, or something that looks like him.
Right, or something taking his form. Yeah.
Yeah, which is basically
what he says. It's basically what he says. He says something like, the ship won't let me leave, or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, which is...
I should have written it down, but he basically, he has eyes again, too, in the end. So, he's clearly been to hell and back.
The ending is awkward. I don't know. There's sort of like the rules of the ship, because like there's the blood, the shining stuff, and then... There's this feeling I had about like what can the ship do and what can't it do?
Oh, you mean the blood when it shows up in the tanks, like the
the
blood elevator.
A lot of the kills, so like that the lady sees her son, and like a complete asshole, she just forgets to look down. Mm-hmm. That's one where I was like, when she sees her sons initially in the goth room, and she goes in, I'm like, well, don't. It's not, it's not your son on the hell ship, right? But whatever, it's fine. It's a horror movie.
She failed her sanity check.
Yeah, exactly. But it's a lot of that, right? People seeing things and that cause things.
Yeah.
But and so you could argue, for example, when his buddy shows up and kind of flamethrowers him into the room, that like that fire wasn't going to hurt him. Probably.
No, but he does say after the first hallucination, he's like, no,
he feels it.
Yeah, he's like, I felt heat. When he's talking to Jason Isaacs. So you can believe that he would run from the fire, whether it was real or not.
Yeah. But once he gets to fighting Sam Neill, it's just like, and then we fist fight.
Right. And then and it's like, he has Hulk strength too, Sam Neill does. He's backhanding him across the chamber. So it's a little like, I don't mind that as much because they only do a little bit of it just to sort of establish that he can't fight his way out of this.
Yeah. It's just one of those tricky questions with horror movies, I think, which is that like, like modern horror movies, right? Like The Nun and The Conjuring, they always are like, what is it all like climax to? Usually someone reading something in Latin while wind is blowing
You cast a spell. Yeah.
Yeah. And like, in their defense, it's fucking hard. Like The Exorcist, for example, did a great job.
Well, and that's what they're all
do a
chasing
twist.
with that ending, right? Because that's...
The Shining, she just leaves. Mm-hmm. And that's the other option for this movie. It's like, all you can really do is just leave. And so they kind of do that while doing this great idea but like that boss fight feels to me a little bit like... the wind is blowing and they're saying stuff in Latin, where it's this feeling of like, does he really have to like physically fight anybody? Or could he just be in a situation where like his leg gets trapped and he's trying to get out and he realizes he has to go to hell to save the other, you know what I mean?
Yeah. The Paul W.S. Anderson in me would probably say, well, that's not very fun to watch.
Exactly, and that's the thing I'm battling too. Because as we started with this, we both love this movie. I love this movie
because the emotion's the same, right? He's trapped. The point of it's the same. He's trapped and he can't physically escape. So he could either be it could either be you attack it from a more cerebral thing where it's like you're saying, where he's trapped underneath something and the entity is either just standing there talking to him while fire is slowly coming and he's like, I'm burning, or you can do it the big bombastic slasher movie where Samuel's beating his ass all over the core, but it's the same. It's fundamentally it's the same thing. Right. It's just,
it's hard, man. It's like some people are good at it, some people aren't. Like, oh, Mike Flanagan never ends something with someone hitting the ghost with a pipe, and that's the ending, right?
But it's not the ending here either.
Yes,
it doesn't matter that he's hitting Samuel with a pipe.
Yeah, no. It's more just going back to the thought of like, there's a more vibey version of this. Mm-hmm. There's a longer, more creepy, more like The Shining or like The Exorcist or something.
You could have so much fun playing in a space, just a haunted spaceship. That's such a fun offer. Put The Shining in space, because part of the thing that was creepy about the way that Kubrick made The Shining is the weird geometry, right? Like all the stuff that doesn't make sense. And you could take that sort of that same idea and apply it to a spaceship that's just like floating around Neptune. That's such a creepy offer. You're at the edge of like known charted space at the literal like precipice of oblivion, and you're in this weird maze of a spaceship that's, you could have a lot of fun really just letting it burn, like playing in the space and drawing it out. It's again, it's the criticism I had this time was the same. It's just
right,
you kind of rush through it.
Yeah, it's not that this movie is necessarily bad. It's just that this premise almost feels too good for what they did. Where, like, for example, this is of debate, but they show the outside of the ships a lot in this, like when they're docking and stuff like that. And I was like, what if you did it entirely from their perspective in the ship, where the outside is like, an Alien kind of does this, like when they land on the planet in Alien, it's so creepy and dark and there's wind and you can't really see anything.
And you just see that one side of it. Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah. And it's shit like that where I'm like, I wish they kind of made space more terrifying in this generally. Like it was like kind of like, I think the ship can be bright, but I don't think the shots of space should have been bright. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's a really cool idea of never seeing the ship, like never seeing like a wide establishing, like sort of like God shot of the ship. If we only ever saw the little, cause it's this behemoth. And that's what they did in that first shot is really cool when they come through the clouds and they almost crash into it and you just see the front of it with its nameplate on the, like if you only saw it in patches like that, this huge impossible thing
that's
that you
what they did
see the scope of. Did they? I think Sphere is shot in a way that I wish this was shot. Sphere has other problems. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. But Sphere has a lot of, like, there's something really creepy in Sphere about the squid. How you never see the squid.
Yeah, you never see, you never see, like, I think any of the squid. You just see the little ones.
You see the eggs, and it's so dark when they're walking around out there.
Yeah.
Like, there's just a lot of that vibe that I wish this, like, I could have seen this ship be crashed on a planet more like Alien, where it's like they can walk outside on the planet more. I don't think that's necessary, but I just think that it's shot with very 90s sensibilities, where it's like everything is bright, which again isn't bad for some parts. Everything's a little more like about like gore and makeup.
Right. And other parts, it's very House on Haunted Hill.
Yeah.
Which
House
again
on
is
Haunted
not
Hill
bad.
Is one of those movies. Yeah.
I love House on Haunted Hill.
I think the remake's better than the original.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about, by the way.
Yeah.
When I made the comparison.
Oh, yeah. I think the remake falls apart at the end. But
as soon as the ghost gets out of the basement, spoilers.
Right. Because again, they don't know what to do. They don't know how. It's that question of like, how does this escalate? You know, it's hard.
Well, I mean, this one you go to hell. Like this one has the benefit of a clear premise, which, like The Shining, after a while, once Act 3 or the final act of The Shining begins, we got to escape. We have to get out.
Yeah.
So we don't need to worry about like defeating the curse or finding the lore of hell or whatever this dimension is and how to understand it and defeat it and stuff. It doesn't worry about any of that.
It only worries about our understanding of wormholes, briefly.
And just enough to give you the basic idea of that explanation gets made fun of a lot. But it's a fine explanation of the concept of teleporting.
I never knew it got made fun of. I just thought it was funny when Interstellar did it and everybody went, hey, that's from Event Horizon.
It works.
Why didn't he just say, have you seen the movie Event Horizon?
Have you seen the movie Event Horizon?
I bet astronauts don't like referencing this movie to explain things,
Probably
though.
not.
Yeah. And it's almost like a red herring because it's like it doesn't fucking matter the wormhole shit. Not really. It's about they go to hell.
Just the idea that where's it go?
Yeah.
The Warhammer Doom thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I do love Space Hell, wormhole
Space Hell is great. I love that idea. It's such a fun offer.
Yeah.
Man, you could just transplant all the exterior Shining stuff because they have to do a lot of repairs. Just make it on the exterior of the ship. So they're walking around on the outside of the ship and seeing shit. That would be fucking nuts, man, with the storms. Dude,
that's what I mean.
Make this a mini-series.
Yeah. Remake Event Horizon.
Remake Event Horizon.
Because
seriously,
I keep saying Mike Flanagan. It doesn't have to be, but Mike Flanagan knows that he can, for example, like the lady with her kid in this, right? They show her watching a VHS of her kid.
Oh, I'm not. That's confused. A whole episode. That's a whole
episode, exactly.
Yep.
Where you can do a whole story about what happened with
what happened to him. Yeah. What happened to his legs? Why she and her husband got split up. Smitty seems like a whole thing. He doesn't want to leave the ship. Yeah. He's got an onk on his back. He's an onk dude. DJ is like it's the epitome of dark and mysterious.
Yeah,
he'd get a whole ass episode.
Yeah, and it would be about every episode would be a character being faced with their own hell and learning what that is, you know, and like seeing. Yeah, you know
what was not a bad version of this idea is As Above, So Below.
I gotta rewatch that. I liked that movie.
Yeah, it's surprising, believe it or not, listeners, if you hadn't watched it. It's a found footage movie of people exploring the catacombs beneath Paris, and they find a way into hell, and it becomes sort of this idea where each member of the group is being faced with torment specific to their own guilt.
Right. Yeah. It's I haven't watched that in a while. It was, for me, I remember I had very low expectations going into it.
And it was even better than that. Yeah. But even having that, like by the time it ended, I was like, wow, this is pretty good. Anyway, that's a different movie. One other thing I wanted to call out is I think the script is actually pretty good.
That's the thing, is I think the script is incredible and the premise is incredible.
Yeah.
I think that maybe the script had it stretched out more.
Maybe. I know they shot more than what we see. There's a wealth of extra footage and docs and stuff on any version of this film you buy on disc. So
yeah. That's why it's like, I love this movie, but watching it and like thinking about the script and the performances and stuff, just going it's like, so man, I wish this could have been more than a cult classic. I think if they had like made it a little longer, spent a little more effort on the look of it, I think this could have been up there with Alien. Yeah,
they really are strong performances, Sam Neill and Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah.
And I never really appreciated that before, because I do sort of watch this movie like I watch Aliens or Alien, or without really thinking about the story as much as the beats. Here's this part that I like, but like there's like Sam Neill, like I said, his obsession. I do agree with what you said that he does sort of have to stand on the gas at one point. But
we don't have enough time. Again.
Yeah. But it is there from the beginning. It's very subtly there. And Lawrence Fishburne is so clear. Like you get a complete character almost just from his delivery. He's just such a clear character. And their scenes, they're so good. And their lines are good. Like this is a movie that I was expecting to be more corny in terms of from a writing standpoint, and it really isn't. Like there's maybe a little bit, but like this is a good screenplay.
Yeah, and it has the second best "I'm about to be blown up by a bomb I found" face.
Oh yeah, that's a great performance.
Yeah. second best. And also, I can only think of 2 instances of this happening in a movie. But there's more.
Are you thinking of Lance Henriksen? What's the other one you're thinking of?
Oh, Jeff Daniels.
Oh yeah, it is very yeah, it is a very similar like wounded dog face.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm just sad about this, Bum.
Sean Pertwee goes bigger. He goes bigger than Jeff Daniels.
He does.
Like he really crumbles. We see this man crumble in the moments before he dies. It's a really agonizing death.
That's got to be a fun thing to do in a movie. I feel like it's like I feel like acting classes would have like I just saw a bomb face day where everybody gets to think up their own or something. Like it just seems like one of those things that an actor probably really loves getting to do, which is close up of you discovering you're about to die in 5 seconds.
Yep. Do something with that. And his character is interesting. His character is similar to like Chef in Apocalypse Now. I always think of him because he's very adamant. Like, I'm not getting on that fucking Event Horizon. Fuck that. I'm not getting off the boat. And Chef didn't get off the boat.
He's the smartest character.
Right.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to get on the fucking Event Horizon. So he fights so hard to live. Like he fights so hard to repair the Event Horizon. And that it's like it's like despair. He just crumbles when it's like there's fucking nothing I can do but explode. I have 3 seconds and then I'm gonna explode.
Yeah, it's a perfect ending for him.
Yep.
This is a controversial take. Is the Event Horizon, as we said, looks awesome.
Yeah.
I think maybe it shouldn't have looked like that.
I don't think it needed to be that long. I don't.
Yeah.
Maybe there was some like scientific gobbledygook reason for why the crew deck needed to be that far away from the
shape
gravity
of a
drive.
Cross, and it's like, how does anybody get anywhere? Like this is confusing.
It's the shape of like a fucking like the red key in Doom Eternal or something.
Yeah.
Like it's this brutalist mace like artifact looking thing.
Right. And again, nothing against the production design and the design of the ship as a piece of art. I'm just like, even Alien, you could make this observation because obviously H.R. Giger's a weird little freak where it's like, why are your ships like that? Although in Alien, at least, it's the alien ship that looks like that.
Yeah, I was going to say that's one criticism about Alien that sort of bothered me about Prometheus, and then, you know, the having to sort of be like, well, how is that even a spaceship? How do the aliens fly it? That's the point. That's the point. The point
also,
is for it to
how do they fly it any way they want?
Right. But also, I like the idea of something being so alien, it's beyond our comprehension.
Yes.
Like, the fuck, man.
But in Alien, there's obviously like, here's our water and chain room of the ship where you're like, whatever, man. I mean, I guess they're like terraforming or they're doing something where, again, it doesn't. It makes enough sense. It makes enough sense. Not like this. This is like, here's the tech
vehicles.
Yeah, this is like here's the room that's the nightclub from Blade, you know, where it's like our buttons to open the doors are these weird little flaps and like there's spikes coming out of the walls. And like, I just think this is the sort of thing where like, I would have rather seen a spaceship that looks like a sci-fi version of a spaceship. Like how would humans make a spaceship? And then over the course of the film, it uses those sensibilities to be scary. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather have seen that version where it's like, you know, isn't it scary how this obviously scary ship is scary? Where it's like, I kind of rather see like just a regular ship. And that as you're on it, it starts getting more menacing just being there. Much like something like The Shining makes hotels scary, you know? Where it's like the hotel in The Shining is subtly scary, but it's still a hotel, you know? When you first see it, when there's people walking around it, you're like, that's a hotel, you know? And then once you turn off the lights and you get them alone, you're like, wow, this is kind of fucking creepy, isn't it? Again, it's...
yeah.
Because it's just like, why is this ship like this?
Because it's scary.
Yeah.
I like both versions.
I like this movie. I don't want it to change as much as I want a new version.
Right. Yeah. It would be interesting to explore that. I do like the idea of, because I feel like making a ship a derelict automatically makes it scary. Like you don't need to do much to a regular looking like a galleon to make it look
Right.
spooky if it's a derelict, right? So just picture just the space shuttle. Now picture it as a floating derelict. It's like instantly spooky. We didn't really have to do anything to it but dress up the outside of it a little bit, maybe like turn off the lights, maybe put some damage, some like wear and tear on the outside so it looks like it's just been floating in debris for a while. But like you're right, you could probably just take like a normal 2001 looking spaceship and just age it 30 years like it's been sitting in the void.
Yeah, imagine the engineering of the TNG Enterprise, that big core, that big tube. Now imagine that in the dark, where it almost looks like this giant tendril in the dark that you can't quite see. You know, shit like that, where it's like you can take the things and simply light them and present them in a way that's creepier. Again, this is very of its time. It's very unsubtle late 90s.
I also love the idea of just being like, well, why don't we just make it a haunted castle?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a fun idea? It's sort of like Dead Space, right? Like, why the fuck is he wearing
Yes.
that? And Dead Space is very obviously, and through the developers themselves had said that they borrow a lot from Event Horizon. It's very heavily inspired by Event Horizon. I think his mask, in fact, looks a lot like the front of the ship in Event Horizon. But like, it's the same sort of, it's just, we're making a horror movie. Let's find ways to have fun with it. So, but man, I totally am feeling the same feelings that you are, though. It's pulling at both wolves within me. Like the fun horror wolf, and then also, I mean, both wolves are fun horror wolves, but it's just one's like a more meditative, drawn out, slow burn interior approach, and the other is like, well, what if it's just a ghost, or what if it's just a haunted castle?
Yeah, it's very late 90s, I would argue. It's that look, the way the 80s is very 80s. Mm-hmm. Like the way John Carpenter will kind of match the time he's in. It's very like Alien Resurrection, It's very or like something like The Devil's Advocate, where you watch that movie and go, there's a way subtler version of this movie, but since it's made in late 90s, it's like she's going to have a demon face all of a sudden.
That's a great comparison. So compare The Devil's Advocate to Rosemary's Baby and compare Event Horizon to Alien. I feel like those are great comparisons. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's this movie that's kind of its time in a way that I think some young people might watch it and go like, it's not scary.
I think my nephew liked this one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think it's a good movie, but I can see the datedness. The fact that in the editing room they're like, and I'm going to end it with a Prodigy song, and they're like, that's great,
perfect,
that's perfect,
Paul W.S.
Yeah.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to become history's greatest wife guy.
Yeah. He sure is.
Boy,
my God.
Dedicate 15 years to Mila and Resident Evil movies.
I mean, I get it.
I mean, if it were on the table,
I get that he was probably like every day getting up, looking at Mila and going like, really? Me? All right.
Me, huh?
All
One
right,
more Resident Evil you guys want to... Every time he goes to the studio. Me, huh?
Yeah. Every time he goes and talks to his employees, he's like, okay, so it's day whatever of me making sure my wife still loves me, because have you seen her? Like, I got to keep this going, man.
Yeah. I got to make more Resident Evils.
Yeah, and if not that, a Monster Hunter. He's making the House of the Dead next.
Sure. That's whose hands that should have been in the first place. I
know. Paul W.S. Anderson is like... He's not quite... He's like an unironic Verhoeven, or like he's in an interesting place in my head and as a director, because I also unironically love Mortal Kombat.
I enjoy a couple of his movies. I think Soldier's a decent movie.
Yeah.
This movie, I like Event Horizon a lot.
Resident Evil is another example where you look at the one in 2002 and you're like, that's a lot of fun. And then you look at what they're doing now and you're like, right, that makes more sense. Why not make it a horror movie? Why not actually make it scary?
Yeah. Yeah, it was the time.
Yeah, it was the time. And so is this, because I shouldn't say this isn't scary. It has some good scares.
I think it's really creepy still. Like the sound design is really good. I was watching this in surround sound.
Yeah. It's just really funny when he's like, I got to go into the computer. And he's like just in the Matrix. Like the Matrix
like the
Jeffrey's
green
tubes.
The motherboards.
Yeah. And you're like, what is this, guys?
Also, Miller never responds. Captain Miller, I got a problem in here.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to him like 30 seconds later outside, like, where? What's going on in there? It's like, buddy, he called for help.
Whereas, like, never mind,
like,
it's been settled.
Yeah, like, he called you.
Yeah.
He
like,
needed
you know what?
your help, Larry.
Yeah. Now he's going to join hell. He's like,
now he's
going to
join hell. Had you helped him, he might not have joined hell.
Yeah.
Now we'll never know.
Yeah. Yeah. I love this movie. I don't think it's on anybody's radar to make it again. And I think that they should make it again or make a mini series. I think this is like, we're not done
I think I heard rumblings of like an Event Horizon series or prequel show or something. I feel like we may have talked about that in a Hypecast some eons past.
Oh, okay. There's no active updates. The person who was attached was Adam Wingard.
Oh.
Which... I'm like, I like Adam Wingard, but honestly, that's just more of this.
Kind of more of this, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, no, I want it to be fucking...
I mean, if you just want to... It's a perfectly viable remake to remake Event Horizon as a modern kind of slasher horror, because that's what it was.
Yeah.
But I would like to more see what we had been talking about, because that's the sort of the approach they didn't do. Like, we saw this approach.
Yeah.
And it works, and I love it, but...
You know what might be a very interesting person to do it? Or rather, people. The directors of Talk to Me and Bring Her Back.
Oh, yeah.
I think that would be a really gnarly...
Oh, man, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I could see that. That's not even very ghostly, those, like...
No, that you'd really get into just, like... Yeah, just... what obsession will do to you.
Yeah, I feel like they could really show us some hell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good movie. I think it's I was pleasantly surprised watching it with a critical eye and discovering like, oh no, this movie is pretty good in my opinion.
It is.
Like, I think this is a pretty good movie.
It's yeah. And I think a large portion of it has to do with the two leads.
Yes.
For sure.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a cult classic. Again, I get why when it came out, people were lukewarm, but I also get why it's a cult classic, because as time went on, you look back and go like, man, we really never had anything like this.
No.
And the premise is so good.
It has influenced like 3 decades of horror media, like I was saying, across media, like different forms of media.
The
all
writers
borrow from this.
Philip Eisner is the writer, and he wrote the Mutant Chronicles.
That's a shame.
Yep. This was it. He wrote this, and then he did the miniseries Firestarter Rekindled, and then Mutant Chronicles, and then something called Sweet Girl in 2021. And I don't know. I get it, where this guy, like, anytime like his agent or someone's like, when are you going to write more stuff? And he was like, I don't know, man. I did write Event fucking Horizon. And it's like, that's fair.
You can kind of like walk away from the table, right? That's like...
It's more than I've done, you know? Like, if I could write Event Horizon, I could feel like I could retire.
Right. Like, I could walk away. Like, that's like winning $1 million on the first hand.
Exactly.
Well, I did it. I don't have anything else to prove.
But in a monetary sense, it's not literally like winning $1 million.
It was not literally like winning $1 million.
But he should get $1 million. We should everybody give him $1 million. I'm sure he's fine. I don't know. I don't know his life. It's fine.
Oh, no,
is that it?
I think so, yeah.
Thank you, Burrito.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you for giving me a reason to watch Event Horizon again.
It's interesting to revisit a movie that I am so familiar with, but to do it with the eye of talking about it critically with you for this show. It really does change the way you watch something.
It's like I've done this before where like I grew up in Back to the Future.
Mm-hmm.
And then I still remember the first time I got really high and watched Back to the Future.
Yep.
Like
it's like watching a new movie.
Exactly. Where suddenly you're like removed from all of that and you're just kind of taking it in as it is. And you're like, usually like for Back to the Future, you get out of it and go, yeah, that was really fucking good. Like you just, it's like renewing vows where it's like you sit down and you go like, I'm going to actually pay attention to you and think about you again.
It's good. Yeah. It's good. Event Horizon
back in
is
love.
Yeah. Event Horizon is that experience for me.
Yeah. Well, this was through our.
Just real quick. I hadn't watched it alone, probably in decades.
Yeah. Watching it without talking over it with friends.
Yeah,
is like
that's the first time I had done that in probably genuinely decades.
Yeah.
Anyway, just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah. No, so this was through our Patreon, patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. If you go on there, you get access to exclusive podcasts for $5 a month. Those podcasts are Tom and Jeff Watch Batman, Fox Mulder is a Maniac, Spiel Boys, Star Trek Next Futurama, our brand new Supernatural podcast, Him Booze. We watch movies every Friday night if you want to kick down a little more for that. We watch 2 movies back to back on our Discord. We have absolutely watched Event Horizon and will watch Event Horizon
Almost
again.
Certainly again. If we keep this going for 21 more years, we will definitely watch it in 2047.
Yeah. Yeah, we will. We'll have to.
We'll have to now, yeah.
Oh, they won't let us die.
Yeah, we'll be like the Justins.
Yeah, we'll be just like the Justins.
Half imploded, floating in low orbit over Neptune.
Yeah.
We have one more exclusive show. I'm doing Brutal, a show about Metalocalypse with Jamie Kelly that we started putting up last month.
That's also on her Patreon
on
as well?
On her Patreon as well, yeah. It's a split production between our Patreon and hers, which is approximate.
We kind of unceremoniously dropped the first
we did,
one
yeah,
for people.
Because it happened to come out while we were on break. So
yeah.
I was like, well... So sorry to sort of spring that on
out.
people. In my defense, I do put in our little disclaimer that we have surprise shows all the time.
Oh yeah, and I don't think gets mad
Nobody's
that
gonna
there's
get
a new
mad
show.
It could have. It deserved maybe a little bit more fanfare, but yeah, nobody's going to be upset about a new show about Metalocalypse.
Yeah, we put out way too many shows, and so for $5 a month, yeah, you'll get a lot of shit. We're doing Marvelin' right now, and there's some exclusive Marvelins that's going to be on our Patreon.
Yeah,
so yeah, there's a lot going on.
That's a fun one. Yeah, we put out we don't say no to ourselves. So
we put out like something a day.
Right. So that $5 is going to get you a lot.
Yeah.
We also have a store, speaking of, head to gamefullyunemployed.com. You can find a link to our Teespring store. We have all kinds of cool original artwork by cool original artists like Michael Vincent Bramley, Starlene Hodge, Justin Brown, and others, so check that out. Please rate and review our podcasts wherever you're listening. And also check out our other show, Badical, Badical, also wherever you are listening.
Yes. Do you see?
Do you see?
But also, rip out your eyes? Get it together, Sam Neill. Which is it? What do you want?
Yeah, you want me to see or not?
Yeah.
Well, we're going. You won't need eyes to see. Flips down his.
All right.
Marty,
bye.
your eyes! Give me your eyes!
You could have done that.
Jennifer! Get Jennifer's eyes, too! Biff!
Just plucking eyes, going through town.
Everyone's eyes!
Collecting jars of eyes.
It's your kid's eyes, Marty!
There has to be something you're talking about your kid's eyes.
Your children's eyes, Marty! I need them!
Hey, listen, our music is produced by Chris Corlew. You can find him on twitter.com as the Corlew, or go to shipwreckedsailor.bandcamp.com. Our channel artwork is produced by Michael Vincent Bramley. For more of his work, go to mvbramley.art. Our episode artwork is by Justin Brown, available on Twitter as Justin T. Brown or at artnessbyjustinbrown.com. And finally, additional artwork is by Starlene Hodge. You can find her work at starlenearts.com or on Twitter as StarleneX. Cool. Goodbye.